Welcome to Cholestcheck Inventory. Our website serves as the employee portal for employees of the Cholestcheck Corporation. Employees of Cholestcheck Corporation will already be familiar with both daily and weekly reports. As such, the main functionality of the site is to move the company from a paper to a paperless system. When employees first navigate to the site, they'll be greeted with a sign-in form. In this form, they'll have to fill out both email and password. Once you've done so, you can click Remember Me to enable your browser to remember your email. Upon sign-in, you'll be greeted with a number of options. A navigation bar at the top can be used to navigate, as well as the buttons in the center of the page. With these buttons here, you have Daily Report, Weekly Report, Change Password, Administration, and Sign Out. The Administration button will only be visible to administrative users. Standard users will not have access to this. Clicking on Daily Report will bring you to a page to create a new daily report. Your username will already be filled out, along with the report date filled out with the current time and date information. If needed, that information can be changed, but unless needed, should be left alone. The other fields will include TC, Lipid, and the other fields that are familiar in an already existing daily report. Going down this list, you will simply enter in the numbers that you have for your daily report for that day. After filling that out, including any additional notes you have, you'll scroll to the bottom of the page where you'll encounter a checkbox saying, I certify the information above is accurate. After validating that what you have above is accurate, and I will simply do this. After certifying that what you have above is accurate, your Submit button will become available. Clicking Submit will then submit the daily report and bring up the graph showing your results. At that point, you have submitted the daily report successfully. From there, you're able to go back to the home page and then submit a weekly report if needed. The weekly report is handled in much the same way, with both username and date already filled out. The date of a weekly report can also be changed. With weekly reports, you will scroll through, enter the appropriate information and notes, and click Next. The weekly report differs from the daily reports in that it has numerous pages of information to fill out and is much more intensive. After scrolling through and filling out all the appropriate forms, hitting the Next button each time, you will reach a summary page. At this point, you can review that all the information you have entered is correct. If you find an error or an inconsistency, you can go back and change that report in the appropriate page. If you go to the page that includes the summary and find all the information listed is correct, simply scroll to the bottom, click that you certify the above information is accurate, and click Submit. That will submit the information, and you'll be done submitting that weekly report. If you wish to change your password, you can go to the Change Password tab up top or to the navigation bar. Clicking Change Password, you will enter your current password, a new password, and confirm the new password and click Submit. This will enable you to change your password. For administrative users going to the site, you'll be listed with a number of other options. From here, you'll be able to register your user, view a list of your employees, view a list of all daily reports, view a list of all weekly reports, and return to the home page. Registering users will enable a new user to access your site and to fill out new daily and weekly reports. With this, you'll create an email, password, confirm their password, and change their user to either a standard user or an admin user. Depending on the user permissions, they either will or will not be able to view the admin permissions. Clicking Daily Reports from the Employee page will bring up a list of all the daily reports for that particular date that you've accessed. There are two options for filtering by date. You have a start date and then an end date. If you wish to view all dates of all weekly or all daily reports, clicking Filter Date with both dates left blank will show all the daily reports in the database at that time. At that point, you have a number of options. You have a download button that downloads your reports as a CSV, an admin button which brings you back to the page, or you can then choose to create a new daily report if you find one to be missing. On the list of reports, you can choose to select the Edit button, a Summary button, and a Delete button. You can edit a previously existing daily report to change their values if needed. Say an employee creates an employee daily report with an error. If you choose to submit, you can submit, otherwise we will cancel. From here, you can also select a certain date range. The date range selected will be displayed. So, consisting here from the 23rd to the 25th, we filter, nothing will change. But if I select from a previous date, it will filter and add in any previous dates. With this, the download a CSV file will only download those files which are displayed in the table here. You're able to do the same functionality for both daily and weekly in filtering the dates. It is important to note that if the user does accidentally enter the date backwards, with the start date being further or latter than the beginning date, the filter will automatically correct that error and will still account for the certain range. After downloading and doing all of the functionality that you wish, you can then sign out.